Hi guys and girls, Rose Burnett here, and today we're going to be doing one of my favorite protein shakes. And I know I'm looking up at you, but we're trying to get everything into the view so that you can see everything. And it took me a while to set things up, but anyhow, got it happening now. So what's really good about a protein shake? So this one I will use as a meal replacement, and it's awesome if you're going to go and perhaps go on a long walk. I wouldn't have anything before a workout like a gym workout. So I've got a different routine for that, but I'm going to share with you some of my tips. But this one is brilliant if you're in a hurry, whether you got to rush off to work or you want to just have something light in your belly before you do some cardio exercise. And I'm talking about like gentle exercise, but you know you're going to do some endurance stuff, yeah? It's also really good as an after workout. So I often have it as an after workout, right? Particularly after the gym, it's going to build your muscles back up. So what we start off with. So in terms of, I know we were talking about sugar yesterday. I want to talk a whole lot about sugar, but not right now. So part of the routine that I do is that I switch dairy out. Yeah, so I've replaced everything with soy milk in terms of dairy. So I don't do ice cream, I don't do cream, I don't do milk, right? Basically, we only need milk in terms of cow's milk in those first 2 years of life, and after that, as humans, we don't. But we're being conditioned into thinking that we need to drink milk. And so soy was going to give you, soy milk or any other type of replacement in terms of, you've got to kind of watch what's in it, because some of them have got a bit of sugar in it, so you've got to kind of watch that, right? I love soy. It sometimes takes a little bit of getting used to. And I found, you know what, if I said to you one of the biggest keys of losing weight was cutting dairy out, made a massive difference. I still eat cheese. I won't give up my cheese, right? I don't do yogurts. There's a lot of sugar in yogurts. You don't actually need it. But as long as you're having some form of calcium, yeah? You can also get calcium in all sorts of vegetables and nuts and stuff, yeah? So what do we start off with? So I'll grab my soy milk. Now, in terms of equipment, you're going to need like a little blender, and specifically for making your smoothies, yeah? I love one that you can just whack on. So this comes with an attachment, right? If you can get one where you can just take your shake to go, that is brilliant. This one comes with 2 of these, so you can switch them out. And then you can put your lid on it and just leave the house, right? Or keep going on doing what you're doing. So put probably about half a cup of soy milk in. Probably half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. So if you can see that, yeah, about that much, it's probably about a third from the bottom. Then we're going to have some coconut water. Let me get that right, coconut water. And you kind of want to fill it up to about halfway. So it's probably about a cup of coconut water. Next, so I always use a really good protein powder. So I'm using the FNX Fit protein powder. This one's a chocolate one, chocolate malt, and 22 grams of protein. So you kind of want to look at a protein powder that's got at least 20 grams of protein in it. Yeah, this one's got a whole lot of vitamins. It's also got creatine in it, which is really good for energy. And if you're interested in that one, I'll put a link below, and you can use one of my special codes to get a discount off it if you like it. So in terms of this protein powder, it's a great big scoop, right? So you actually only need 1 scoop. Some protein powders, you're going to need 2 scoops. And this one is really chocolatey, so I've tried it with a bit more. It's not worth it, right? Don't do it. Just saying. It's perfect as it is. Now, in terms of protein shakes, I like to do high antioxidants. So what does that mean? I add a few things. So the first one I add is Maca powder, right? Which comes all the way from Peru. It's a really good source of energy. It's high in antioxidants. It basically comes from a little root, kind of like a vegetable, but it's like if you can imagine a turnip, but it's one that's kind of specific to Peru. I put a heaped teaspoon in. It's I love it, and the taste of it is kind of like caramelly nutty. Next one is you want to put in some greens, so some super greens. I would suggest to you don't put spirulina in it, because spirulina is just so strong, right? But if you can get a blend of super greens, and most of these things you can get from your local supermarket. If you're in Australia, you can get it from the health food section, of Coles. This one I got from a health food shop, which is actually barley and wheatgrass. And again, very high in antioxidants. Now you only want to put in about 1/2 to 3/4 of a teaspoon, yeah? Otherwise it's going to overwhelm the flavour of the whole shake. I also put in bee pollen, right? It's really good. It's rich in vitamins, rich in minerals, really good for boosting your immunity as well as reducing inflammation in the body. Now you do need to be careful. If you're allergic to bees, obviously don't take bee pollen, right? So, I put a level teaspoon in. And then you want some mixed berries. I know in Australia with COVID-19, right, the mixed berries are quite hard to get hold of. So whether you want organic berries or just any frozen mixed berries is fine. You want to put a really good handful in. So we're almost to the top of our shaker, yeah, our blender. Then we just whack on the lid. Stick it in our blender. It literally takes less than 30 seconds. You just want to make sure all your berries are blended. Take the lid off. If you're ready like me, off to go. We just whack on the lid that comes with this and off we go. Now if you want to see what it looks like, I'll pop it in a glass for you. It's beautiful and thick. And it's going to fill that right up, yeah. And gorgeous. I'm going to have this as my, dare I say, my afternoon, sort of between lunch and, I had a really busy day today, right? I'll share with you. I've got to have some of this, right? Oh, that is delicious. So what happened today is, I love sharing stuff with you guys, yeah? So I went on my walk, and I have to tell you, I went on my walk today in this beautiful bird sanctuary that I love to go to, right? And at a certain point, I will get to the point of why I'm having this now, is that when I went out there, I had this little stand to film with, yeah, which is it's when I arrived, it's got all the beautiful fruit on it in terms of lighting and microphones and everything, right? But it's as unstable as anything. And then I was trying to get everything in the picture for you. Nothing was working. This is when I got back from my walk. So, and I'd saved myself like not having breakfast before I went so that I could show you a breakfast recipe. But it took me so long to try and figure out this stand thing that I actually had to figure out I had to go and buy one. So I actually had my brunch then. So this is, it was so late that I kind of missed the timing of breakfast and hit lunch, brunch. So this is my in-between, but it would actually be one of my meals, yeah. So one of the other things I wanted to share with you before I go in terms of the protein shake is in terms of what you want to put in there as fruit, right? The reason I picked berries is one, that they're very high in antioxidants and vitamins, and they're one of the lowest of the fruits in terms of sugar. So what do I compare that with? So perhaps like if you went, oh, I'd really like to put some bananas in or frozen bananas into my protein shakes. Your berries are around 5 to 7% sugar. Bananas are 22%. I know people go, but they've got a lot of potassium in them, right? They're one of the highest fruits we've got. And so that's why, and the berries are just amazing. So if you're someone that's trying to recover your health, your well-being, if you're trying to recover from some sort of illness, the more you can have high antioxidant foods, the better off you are. So this protein shake, in terms of also being, it's very satisfying. You're going to feel full afterwards. And it's packed with high antioxidant, foods and supplements in it. So it's really brilliant in terms of building yourself up. What are some of the other things that I do in the morning? So I'll share with you my morning routine. So I would probably have this as I mentioned to you, after I came back from the gym. Before I go to the gym, what I would do, I would definitely have this. If I was going on a walk, I would have this before I went on my walk, yeah. Unless I wanted to say even have a cooked breakfast afterwards, I'd probably have something quite small and then go for a walk, yeah, and come back and do a beautiful cooked breakfast. So in terms of routines, I do all my vitamins in the morning. So, and if you know my story, last year I went through breast cancer treatment and radiation therapy. And it's taken me months and months to recover from that radiation therapy, yeah. But the whole time I've had to do a lot of high antioxidant stuff. Never stopped exercising always had a very positive outlook. But before, where I didn't used to take many vitamins because my foods would provide that, yeah. But when you go through something like an illness, particularly something significant where your body's impacted in certain areas, particularly by treatments like radiation therapy, I don't think anyone should ever have that kind of stuff in their body, right? We've got to go through these things. And when you go through those major experiences around your health, your well-being, it depletes your body a lot. Your whole body is drawing stuff from it, yeah, to try and heal. So you do need those extra supplements. So this is kind of a message for some of you out there, because I know that some of you already commented that you've been going through a little bit of illness from the first video I put out. And so I kind of want to share with you that a lot of stuff that I'm going to provide information on with you is high antioxidants, also vitamin rich, yeah. So in terms of, before I go to the gym, you often want something that's going to make you feel like you've got a bit of extra energy. And I'm somebody that exercises in the mornings because that's my routine in terms of how my body works. Yeah, you might be somebody that is, you get up late, you feel sluggish in the morning, you feel more energy in the afternoon or the evening. You go and exercise then. Perfectly fine, right? But for me, I'm a morning person, so don't even bother asking me to exercise in the afternoon. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I've depleted my energy by then. It's gone. But so in the morning, for me, the first thing I do is get up and have quite a few vitamins, and I'll share with you what I have. Now, just a sec, I'm just going to grab them. Got them, right. And it's not about me endorsing any brands, or I just want to share with you some of the stuff that I have regularly that could help you. Magnesium, right? I've taken magnesium for quite a long time. I don't know about you, but when I work out, and particularly if I'm in the pool, my feet cramp, yeah? And I've found that with just taking a high strength magnesium, so I don't get any cramping at all, particularly, when you're working out quite a lot. I work out at least probably 6 days a week, yeah? In terms of energy, now I stopped taking this for about 2 weeks. I noticed a massive difference because I've been taking quite a few vitamins, and I thought I really should start cutting them off, in terms of the amount of vitamins I'm taking. And then I just noted a significant difference in my energy levels and how overall, in terms of my well-being, I felt. So I take coenzyme 10, yeah? Coenzyme Q10. It's amazing. It's for your cardiovascular system, your heart, but it's brilliant for energy. So if you're lacking in energy, Q10, yeah, whatever brand's available to you. This is brilliant. So if you've got any issues, our gut health is like the pathway to our overall well-being, right? So if you've got really poor gut health, nothing's going to, you can have all sorts of issues going on with your body, including sort of, a lot of immune stuff going on. For me, because of the recovery that I've had to go through with the radiation therapy, one of the side effects I got from that was pneumonia for months and months and months on end, right? Because the right lung was radiated. But what happened with that is I then had to go on steroids, high dose steroids, to try and counteract how my body was reacting, in terms of inflammation. Now that has massive side effects, and one of the biggest ones affecting your gut health, yeah? I don't know about you, and I'm just somebody that my body doesn't like probiotics at all. I don't know what it is, just doesn't like it. Doesn't like flaxseed oil or any of that stuff. So what I found is L-Glutamine. I know it's back to front for you guys. L-Glutamine is amazing. It actually repairs your stomach lining, and it's also good for immunity. It's also good for your muscle health. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think I'm ever going to stop taking it. It is so good for your gut health. So good. I only take one a day. And obviously, you'll have different things around your body that are happening that you might need a different vitamin for. I always take a multivitamin. I love the gummies because they're very gentle on your stomach, yeah? So I take a women's multivitamin. And one of the other things that happen with me in terms of, and this is great, girls, if you want to look after your hair, skin, and your nails, right, is collagen. Currently, I'm trying out the FNX Resilience one, which is the hair gummies. They also have a skin one. I love them, like in terms of the skin ones, I love those as well for collagen. And because one of the things that happened with me is that my hair fell out for months and months. Apparently it's something very rare, right? But so I've been building it up. I have to say it stopped falling out, which is awesome. One of the other things is if you've got issues with thinning hair is I did a lot of research around this. So is to one of the vitamins, and I was like, what vitamins are missing? Because nobody could give me any advice, like from GPs to specialists. No one was really kind of helpful in the area of going, yeah, my hair's falling out. What can I do about it? Yeah. Luckily, it's come back nice. It's grown back now, yeah. But biotin, so it's actually a vitamin. It's a B vitamin, but you just take a little bit of biotin, yeah. And I have to be honest with you, I think that's really helped. So there's the vitamins that I take before I go anywhere. And what else I do is, oh, be helpful I've got myself organised, right? I didn't think I was going to have this chat with you. Let me grab it. Hang on. If you want to pump yourself up before a workout, this is a super easy way to do it without taking a lot of sports drinks, yeah? Is that creatine, pure creatine will really fire up your muscles. It's also very good for muscle rebuilding, yeah? So I'm using the FNX one. There's quite a few different ones on the market. All you need is 1 teaspoon of it. Now, how do I take it? So I take it with a little bit of soy milk, mix it up with a little bit of soy milk, and have it with some coffee, a teaspoon of coffee, and a little bit of hot water. So I'd have it in a little cup about this big, so it's not very big because you don't want too much in your belly, right, before you work out. Why coffee? Because coffee was actually, coffee's a natural enhancer anyway in terms of helping you build energy up very quickly. One of the tricks which I heard from a doctor, right, is if you ever got a headache, the best way to infuse that Panadol or any other painkillers into your system is to have it with coffee. Mm-hmm. Who knew? It opens up your blood cells and stuff like that. So I have my vitamins. I have a little shot of coffee with 1 teaspoon of pure creatine with a bit of soy, and that's what I do before I go for my workout. But so far you've got a whole bit of info on vitamins as well as that beautiful protein shake and how to prep really easily if you want to go to the gym. In terms of what I take with me to the gym, I actually take pure mineral water, like natural mineral water, not sparkling, with a couple of slices of lemon in it. I find that it's amazing. It's so refreshing when you're working out. All right, well, I'm going to bring a lot more recipes to you. Tomorrow I'm going to aim to do a breakfast one. Because I know that we were talking about some of the things to take out of diet. Yesterday we were talking about sugar, and I'm going to do a whole video with you in terms of sugar because I want to get you really aware of where sugar and some sugars where you don't really think about, and people are sort of saying they're healthy things, where there's loaded with sugar. Yeah, so I'm going to go through that with you quite soon. And I've got all the recipes, right? Because I know, I can't remember who put it, and shout out to you on YouTube who said, is popcorn okay to eat as a snack? Because I was talking about grains and stuff, yeah? So I want to share with you one of my favorite protein ball recipes, and it's high in antioxidants, very low in sugar, yeah? Really good for you, and high in protein, yeah? So I'm going to do that one for you as well. All right, my peeps, I'm going to enjoy this protein shake. I'll bring some different variations to it because there's a whole lot more I can share with you in terms of protein shakes. So, and don't forget, if you want to get the FNX Fit protein blend that I use, I'll pop a coupon down below for you. You can go and check them out. All right, bye.